what is my advice for breakups? Because you seem to handle it better than I do. Okay, I did not handle it very well. They are very tough and difficult and they suck. Your brain programs itself to reduce the amount of like serotonin it can create because you're producing too much when you're like in love with somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody. You are producing too much serotonin and dopamine and your brain tones it down. So then if you break up and you don't see each other anymore, you have less dopamine. You're not getting that source and your brain has forgotten how to do it. Like it's ramped down production. So you're getting kind of like the worst of everything. For me, it was just like sad songs and crashing out, just letting myself kind of do whatever I wanted. Like I could eat whatever, it didn't matter. And then I decided that I wanted to be comfortable being single because I feel like if you're not comfortable being single, that's like not a very good default. But I do have an anxiety disorder. So I didn't really start like feeling comfy until I started antidepressants, and then that got rid of my anxiety a lot, and then when that was reduced, I started to feel normal. And then you kind of never know what's gonna happen, you know? Like that person came into your life randomly one day, right? And they can just as easily either come back into your life as a friend or come back into your life in the romantic way again, or a completely new person is just around the corner and they will come into your life just as randomly as the first person. Yeah, I don't know. Breakups are weird. Like, how long has it been? I don't even know. A while, but me and Finn are friends, and I love her. She's an amazing person, but not in a romantic way. It just kind of changes, I guess. There's no like weirdness though. Or it's good to have a break as well. Like it's good to not see them for a bit and get over this shit and then wait for a better time to like have your apologies and stuff. I think when I said that to them, like we were text chatting. I don't remember when it was, and I said like I said that I love them, and you know it's like a just as a person, and their like their initial their first response outside of you know the same sentiment was okay, now you've said that, I get to info dump about cameras. And then they started talking about a camera. Hilarious. I accidentally locked myself in to just listen to crap. Funny. I get them back there because I send her like random pictures of my finished models or unfinished models. I do that to all my friends right now, and she has to pretend to be interested, which is funny, I think. Yeah, don't try to be friends straight away. Me and Finn tried that and it was a fucking disaster. Also, I have this one person that comments on stuff sometimes that like absolutely just really doesn't like me. They think I'm like toxic and that I was like using Finn or something, and like Finn's like a little, you know, precious baby who can't make any thoughts of her own, and decisions, and like, you know, obviously can be like puppeted around by evil, scheming witches such as me. And I've seen their comments like over time, and they hated me after the breakup because they thought I orchestrated it all, I guess. And then when when she did the stream about like mental health and talked about, you know, nearly dying because of drinking too much, and that I like rolled them over. They went through a bit of an arc, and they decided that like, okay, all right, I respect her now. Okay. And then I don't know how long that lasted, but that got completely undone when someone said Finn got banned on Instagram, and I said, haha. I said like on stream, I did like a bit. I said like L, haha, loser or whatever, and laughed about it. And it's just crazy to me that, like, I guess people get upset, like, out of context and stuff. They just get, like, baited into feeling mad about silly things. But, like, literally, if you want a little insight behind, yeah, I know I can't get rid of it, sorry. Behind the scenes, I was making those jokes on stream and going, haha, you know, L, bozo, loser. I was also, like, during that stream, after I say the first, like, L or whatever, I start texting, and there's a whatever point in the stream I start texting, and I'm texting Finn, and I'm saying, like, oh, I'm sorry to hear about your accounts getting banned. It's so funny that, like, people just they just think every single little thing that happens online is the be-all and end-all, and also that every single situation is drama, which is just, like, how do you live in the real world? Not everything is, like, a high school drama fight. Yeah, I don't know if it's about, like, I guess they do I think it's, like, fitting your own biases kind of thing. Like, that person doesn't like me, clearly. So anything that happens or I say that it could be taken in a negative way, it kind of fits their bias, and they're like, hell yeah, this bitch is evil. Also, like, I don't know, it is hard having a public breakup, I'm not gonna lie, because, like, it's very openly, like, not amicable for a little while, and it's kind of hard to navigate, you know, respecting somebody as, like, a person and creator, and having your own human feelings that are really hard to stay on top of. I saved your damn streamer's life, okay? Surely I can't be, like, the villain, you know? I literally saved it once, and then I also gave her the tools that, like, stopped her feeling suicidal for the first time. So I think that I you know, it's just weird. It's difficult because you want to, like, make your case stated, but you really can't do that. But I'm gonna say, I do understand. I do understand how people get all, like, twisted up about this kind of stuff, because you do only see the parts that you see. Like, no one's watching everything. And even if you do watch everything, you're still only getting the on-camera version of a person. It's really hard to explain, like, we are all the same people off camera, but we're not at the same time, because it's like a professionalism filter. Yes, even me. So, oh shit, sorry buddy. So, like, some things would like leak through. Some things would leak through that were real life, but really not really at all. And the online perception is that, like, is very different to, like, the real world. Like, we didn't have, like, we had a really lovely relationship at times, but then we also had a really, really difficult relationship for a lot of it. It wasn't, like, funny, haha, 24/7. I think that was the hardest part, maybe, of, like, a public creator breakup style thing, is, like, just there's so much behind the scenes that people aren't engaged with, and they have no right to be. It's good to have privacy, but then you just feel like you're dealing with good job, thank you, dealing with a breakup, and just there's, like, tons of pressure on top of that, because people are, like, accusing you of shit or whatever, or just saying dumb stuff, and you have all this, like, baggage of unresolved things from the relationship between the two of you. However, I do believe Finsta to be a canon event in my life. I believe that it would, the arc would have, camera please, I believe the arc would have happened no matter what. I think they kind of needed, like, a bit of a kick to get things together, and I think that ended up being me. Hell yeah, I did it.